start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I wanna be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right to the very heart of it. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it. New York, New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you. New York, New York. Hello, everyone. How is it going? So we've got a little bit of a different format today. Let's basically pretend this is an old-fashioned talk show with limited technological capabilities from, say, I was going to say 1940, but there was no TV back then. 1965. Hey. So I had my audio all set up. I'm not sure what happened. I think it took a Union 5 because it said, nope, I am not going to be working. And I said, okay, you can't stop us. We will still do the show. So let me just check as best as I can this stream quality. Yeah, it's good on my phone. So how is everybody doing? It's great to be back here, Weekly Wacky Wednesday. This is Weekly Wacky Wednesday number, can't even count that high, number 99. We should all be smoking cigarettes, I guess, probably, yeah. So, greetings from New York. I landed here 2 days ago. It was a super, super early flight. I left my house at 5 a.m. and then with the time change, landed in New York about 5 p.m. Got here, got settled in, and yesterday I got to go to the Blue Note and see the Bad Plus. They were amazing, and it's just been really great to start settling into this incredible city. I'm so happy to be here, and I've got my first show at Alcoro for the residency, which starts tonight. So if I seem like I'm dressed a little fancy, that would be the reason. So here it goes. Here it goes. I have my whole guitar and pedal board that I brought with me. I had the hopes of going through my system here, but for some reason it's not working. So today is going to be 100% a cappella show, so you don't have to worry about whether or not I know the chords to it. It's going to be special. So for tickets, this new place that is open, Alcoro, they don't sell tickets, but they're a really incredible bar and restaurant. So people can go there, have meals, and then there's also a bar where folks can sit, have some drinks, such as coconut water, brought to you by our sponsor that isn't a sponsor, Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's, for all of the food needs you have. That's not their tagline. And they also don't sell this at the bar. But, okay, I'm going to do a live reenactment. Here we go. Ready? And scene. I'm here at this lovely bar in New York, having my fancy beverage. What a lovely evening. Oh, what is that? Hey, I'm Sarah. La 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 la. So just like that, I know you probably felt like you were there. Just like that, you can be at El Coro experiencing the awesome ambiance. I was there yesterday, and trust me, you don't want to miss out. It's really special. And I'm going to see the musicians today, who are a bunch of my friends. So I can't wait to get to make some live music tonight and just have fun. Is this coconut water fresh squeezed? Let me see. I'm like a sommelier, but for coconut water. I'm getting hints of coconut. Although, I don't know, I get the flavor that somehow this coconut, wasn't very good on tests at school because it's not from concentrate. Hey. All right, I'm reaching. Do they have a cover charge? Don't think so. I think it's paying for the drinks and the dining. I think that's how they make their money. If you're in New York and if you're gonna come, I would call them to make sure what the situation is, because I'm not exactly sure, but definitely call and find out. Hello from the northern country. Look at those bears. Hello, bears. Or are those cubs? I hope they're not cubs, because let me tell you, my Cubs had a very, very painful series against the Dodgers. I tuned in. I wasn't able to watch the first three. Was it two? I think it was three. But I tuned in for the last, and it was so painful. Not only was it the longest game ever without going into extra innings, it was just very slow speed of play. And then, of course, we were able to blow a brilliant lead, subsequently losing the game. So let me just say I was not a happy camper after that game. It was so sad. It was so sad. And it would have been less painful if it hadn't gone on forever. If it's a quick game and you lose, that's okay. But to go through this long, long game and then just lose in such grand fashion was painful. What songs are we playing? Tonight we're playing a pretty wide variety. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I can say that we're going to be doing some originals, and then there will be some covers as well. And we've got a really kind of wide swatch, as they say, or do they say swath? I think it's swatch. Check me on that. Swatch, right? Like a bolt of fabric. Swath or swatch? I'm waiting for answers. I think I'm gonna go with swatch, although that could just be the watch brand. Swath? It's swath? Well, swath. Thank you. Good. Swath. We confirmed it. It's a wide swath of genres. We've definitely got a lot of kind of rootsy, blues influenced and jazz influenced, without being straight ahead jazz or blues. So it's pretty unique. We've got some Paul Simon, we've got some Funkadelic, some Beatles, some Sade. Yeah, swatch is a real thing too, but this is a swath. A swath. So come see our swath. Come hear our swath. A plethora. I've got this little drink holder at my house, and it says synonym. How does it say? Synonym, another word that you know how to spell. Hello, Bill. My day is going very well. Been up for a while here in New York, just kind of getting things ready, going over things, making sure I have charts, chatting with the band, making sure I'm all packed. And then I've got a little bit more to kind of continue to get ready. But I definitely didn't want to miss Weekly Wacky Wednesday. So, have you ever had synonym rolls? The first performance is today. I'll be leaving probably about an hour after Weekly Wacky Wednesday, which was why I had to move it so early. So how does this time work for everyone? I hope it works okay, because I end up having to leave quite a bit earlier. So I can't really make the usual time. Would you like a cup of coffee? I would like a cup of coffee. One of these days, I will get it. Okay today? Okay, that's good. Well, the good thing is that for those that can't make it live and, during the live scheduled time, it stays up online. So there is still lots of opportunity. Ooh, midnight instead of 4 a.m. It's 6 p.m. there. Okay. Aww. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. So, my idea for today, since I'm here in the great city of New York, I thought, what better than to have a New York-centric show. We can do music by artists that are from New York or spent a large amount of their time working in New York, which is a pretty broad range, a broad swath, if you will. Let's see how many times we can get swath into this conversation. Maybe that'll be my goal for today, to just try to get swath. So, the first thing, this is all going to be, for those of you just joining, this is going to be an a cappella show until next week. I'll have a whole week between this Wednesday and the next one, so hopefully I can figure out what is going on with the sound system. Swath! Bingo! We don't have a bingo going on right now, do we? That would be pretty incredible. So the first song that I just have to start with Paul Simon. He's one of my favorite singer-songwriters, and definitely a huge part of the musical legacy of New York. So I met my old lover on the street last night. He seemed so glad to see me. I just smiled, and we talked about the old times, and we drank ourselves some beers. Still crazy after all these years. Oh, still crazy after all these years. Now I'm not the kind of girl who tends to socialize. I seem to lean on old familiar ways, and I ain't no fool for love songs that whisper in my ears. Still crazy after all these years. Oh, still crazy after all these years. 4 in the morning, crapped out, yawning, longing my life away. I never worry, why should I? It's all gonna fade. Ooh, it's all gonna fade. Well, I sit by my windows and I watch the cars. I fear I'll do some damage one fine day, but I would not be convicted by a jury of my peers. Still crazy After all these years, oh, still crazy, still crazy, still crazy. After all these years. Vocal fact. Paul Simon says in the audiobook that, according to his mom, Artie sings better than you. Well, I mean, Art Garfunkel has a really incredible voice. And I love Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel singing together because you get all of Paul Simon's poetic genius and just unique viewpoint and his beautiful guitar playing, which I didn't realize was so great. I don't know why, because he played guitar on the records, but it wasn't until I saw him live with his own band that I realized how great a guitarist he is. I remember he played Sound of Silence on his own, and it was so stunning. But anyways, what I love about Simon and Garfunkel is you get Paul Simon's whole thing, and then you take Garfunkel's just stunning, beautiful voice, and you marry those things together, and it's just so unique. Yeah. Gershwin. I'm just going to assume that the Gershwins lived in New York because they wrote so many standards and so many songs from musicals that if they didn't live here permanently, someone can tell me they spent a lot of time here for sure. Yeah, so summertime. It is summertime. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry, because one of these mornings you're gonna rise up singing, then you spread your wings, child, and take to the sky. And until that morning, honey, nothing's going to harm you. So, my baby, don't you cry. Oh, summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry, little baby. Oh, hush, little baby, don't You cry. There you go. Taking it way back to whenever that song was written. I'm not sure when that was. But a song that pops into my head. Is this Cole Porter? Let me check. This was in my head last night. Night before last. Who wrote this song? Because it is Cole Porter. No, the song I'm about to sing. And I was, the AC wasn't working yesterday, and it got fixed now, so life is good. Life in the AC world is good. But I was laying in bed, and it was really, really, really hot in the room, and all of a sudden, this song popped into my head. Staying with the New York theme, but this time we've got Cole Porter. That's it! Michael knows. It's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. I'd like to sup with my baby tonight. Refill the cup with my baby tonight. I like to sup with my baby tonight. Refill the cup with my baby tonight. But I ain't up to my baby tonight, 'cause it's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. I like to cool with my baby tonight. It's my favorite line. And pitch the woo with my baby tonight. Mm-hmm. I'd like to cool with my baby tonight and pitch the woo with my baby tonight. But you ain't my baby tonight, 'cause it's too darn hot. According to the Kinsey report, every average man you know much prefers his lovey-dovey to coat when the temperature is low. But when the thermometer goes way up and the weather is sizzling high, Mr. Pants for romance is not, because it's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. I like to cool with my baby tonight. Pitch the woo with my baby tonight. But brother, you find my baby tonight, 'cause it's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. It's too darn hot. You just have to imagine the chords going on in the background. But this is great, because if we have any instrumentalists here, it's like that TikTok thing, right? Duet with me. You can duet with me. Yes, a little bit of Cole Porter. Scarborough Fair is beautiful. I don't really know it well enough, unfortunately, but it really does have this mythical quality to it. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. I don't know it well. But, yeah. So, since this is an old-timey broadcast, this is the interview portion. Let me know if you have any questions or anything you want to know about this whole experience here in New York. So far, it feels like I've been here longer, but I've really only been here for about not even 48 hours. They've been very, very action-packed. D minor tuning. Oh, that's amazing! Wow! Udo, I'm glad you could play along. Oh, it's hotter in LA for sure. But here it's extremely humid, so it's just a totally different temperature. Let's see. Let's see what the temperature is right now. 93. Oh, we've got a heat advisory. So we're going to be up to 95. But let me check because I think the humidity is... Oh, well, I mean, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as it was yesterday. But the humidity is 44% right now. And it says it feels like 99 because of the humidity. So yeah, it's definitely, it's different, but you know, it's kind of nice that the humidity is so much more friendly on vocals than the California dry heat. So it's a nice change. Let's see. Let me go scroll back so I can see the question. Which guitars am I playing with the band? I have brought my PRS with me, and the PRS is ready to go. So I've got my Cardi PRS, and it sounds so good. I tested everything before I put it into my big Pelican case. So at this point, I'm just hoping it all works when I plug it back in. That's always the question. I know the Pelican, I've seen, you know, the promotional videos where you see the Pelican case getting run over by a tank and dropped off the Eiffel Tower and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, sometimes, and I think these people give the great workers a bad name because I know so many people, well, I don't know them, but I've met so many people that work at the airlines that are so conscientious and so wonderful, but then you see those other people that it almost becomes a sport. You know, how hard and far can I fling this suitcase? So I'm just hoping when I plug everything in today that it works, but I think it will. Residency content, yes. So far, I don't really have any content to share. It starts today, so I don't really have photos or video or that kind of thing, but I went over to the venue yesterday, got to take a look around, see parts of the space that haven't opened yet, and it is just such a great place. The people there are so kind, and they really thought everything out. So it's a special experience, and I'm looking forward to getting in there and getting my hands dirty, although not really. Although my fretboard is pretty dirty, so yeah, getting my fingertips. Is that plant the replacement for you? No. There are a couple plants here, so they're keeping me good company. I just saw a cactus that I didn't ever see before. So maybe we should name these plants. Let's see. It's kind of behind the coconut water. This guy. What should we name him? It's looking like a guy to me. So he's a dude plant. What do we want to name him? Maybe... I was gonna say Larry again. Can't be Larry. I don't know. Let's work on this because he's gonna be here for the next 3 weeks, so we might as well name him and get to know him. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is the coffee where you are? It's amazing. There are some incredible coffee places all within walking distance. I just love how walkable everything is here. It feels so great to be able to go out the door and know that you can walk right to a coffee. You can walk right to a whatever. It's wonderful. What is my favorite thing to do in New York? I love to go see live music. So it's a really special opportunity because I play from Wednesday to Saturday. So that leaves, you know, during that time it's a bit hard to see any music because I'm kind of playing at the same time that other music would be. So I haven't figured it out. It might be possible in the coming weeks to go see music afterwards if it's a really late set. But at least I'm playing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it leaves 3 days to get to go see other live music. And I just love being able to hear live music. I learned so much. I have so much fun. And last night, getting to hear the Bad Plus was great. Their new configuration, if anyone is wondering, the new configuration is just great. They used to be a piano trio, and their pianist left, and guitar and saxophone came in, which, of course, right, is so different from piano, but it was really fantastic. The texture of the saxophone and the guitar together was surprisingly really special. It really worked. I was a fan. And they played a lot of new music off a record they have coming out at the end of September. And it's great. The sound quality is just fantastic. I couldn't believe how great the sound was. Let's see. Do we need a commercial break for our laundry soap sponsor? We probably should. Hang on. We don't want to anger the laundry soap sponsor. That's where all the big bucks are coming from. We need that laundry money. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna hold my finger over the name of the company in case we don't wanna, laundry soap, laundry soap. Wait, that sounds like Spider-Man. Laundry soap, laundry soap. Put it on your clothes and it gives you hope. Laundry soap. Hey, buy some laundry soap. Brought to you by the company for the laundry soap adventures. I don't know. All right. This episode brought to you by generic laundry soap. Yay. Any specific locations that bring back memories from your Broadway time? So far, it's only been really quick, so I haven't gotten to kind of go to the old stomping grounds, and I have a feeling a lot of the places that I used to go to have closed because it was so long ago. But just the general feeling has not, well, I haven't been here long enough to really make an assessment, but certain aspects of that feeling are certainly here, and it's wonderful. Can I see a swath of New York from the balcony? I can see a swath. I love a good swath. Yes, this is definitely a swath-centric view. The vegan snacks were fantastic. Gabby heard about my falling out with dairy. It's tragic, but true. Dairy and I still talk. We're still friends. We still wish the best for each other, but unfortunately, our paths have diverged. But the snacks were amazing. I've still got one or two of the caramels in my backpack, and they're amazing. Thank you. I'm reading so much love in this comment section. What does the humidity do to my hair? Not much when it's short, but when it was longer, I used to joke I would get like Shakira hair. It was fantastic and voluminous and curly, but ultimately it was just a lot of work. So right now, maybe it gives a little bit more body, but nothing much. Ooh, thunder. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, I think. Since I'm doing a residency, do you have to set up and break down every night? No, it will stay there. I will bring my guitar back and forth with me because I don't like leaving something like that unless I find out there's a place I can lock it. So I plan on bringing my guitar back and forth, but things like cables and microphone stands, that will all be there. That can stay. So it makes it a lot easier. We're not sound checking every night. We just get a good sound check in the beginning, and then we're good to go. So today's going to be a little bit longer. I'm going over there much earlier today to speak with the audio engineer and to really get the sound dialed in. I have not tried the food yet. And I do think I will have so much fun. Let's see. Yeah, wait a minute. Is my connection? There we go. Yeah, I have to tear down the gear. Like, microphone stand, you're never going to amount to anything. No one likes you. I have to tear it down emotionally. Okay, so we've got names for plants here. Let's see. Ooh, these are all good plant names. Ooh, I'm liking these. You know what? I think Roscoe is going to be the call. I like Roscoe because it reminds me of Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, which I love, and which reminds me of LA. So our plant is now named Roscoe. Welcome to Weekly Wacky Wednesday, Roscoe. I think I'm way behind. I'm trying to read down these comments. Thank you so much, Bert. I am going to see a Broadway show. I'm going to see Strange Loop on the 26th, so that's going to be fun. Oh, I think it just jumped way down. Yay, there we go. How many times have I changed my strings on the PRS? I can't tell you. That would ruin the surprise. What surprise? I don't know. But it would ruin it. Alright, so it's time for a little more music. Now, when I think New York, another artist that comes to mind is Cyndi Lauper. So let's do a little bit of Cyndi Lauper. There. Make sure I can see the comments at the same time. Lying in my bed, I hear the clock ticking, think of you, caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new, flashback for nights almost left behind, suitcase of memories, time after sometimes you picture me walking too far ahead, you're calling to me, I can't hear what you have said. When you say, go slow, I fall behind. The second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time, if you fall, I will catch. I'll be waiting. Time after time, time after time, after my picture fades, darkness had turned to gray, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. Secret stolen from deep inside, but beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time, if you fall, I will catch. I will be waiting, time after time, time after time, ooh, time after time, time after time. Oh, that's a good question, Udo. Do I have a guiding tone? Perfect C major. Oh, thanks. No, I don't. Just go for it and hope for the best. Yeah, that really is a beautiful song. There's so many great arrangements of it too, right? Everybody and their mother seem to have covered it. And I especially love their mother's cover. Hey, speaking of moms, what's up, Mom Durator? Mom Durator is holding down the California front. She's taking care of the state while I'm gone. Don't worry. It's in good hands. It's in good mom hands. Hello. How's it going? How's it going? Hello, Mom Durator, Miss Snippets. Yes. I mean, since we're doing the talk show part of it, maybe we should interview the Mom Durator. That could be fun. What do you say? Maybe one of these days we would get to do a special Mom Durator interview. That would be pretty fun. We'll have to see. Another week. Do you have time for one question? What about one question? And you can pass. You can pass on any question. Let's consider this. I don't want to spring it on you. Mom likes to prepare. I think there's no way you're getting her on the camera or on the phone. But perhaps via text we could entice you. Wow, yay! Was that an okay for interviews right now or interview for next week? I kind of feel like I'm doing a Ouija board because I'm waiting to see what the answer is, like a magic 8-ball. Ooh, our special 100th episode treat. Yes, that is a good point because the next Weekly Wacky Wednesday is going to be Weekly Wacky Wednesday 100. Capris, yes or no? Do you mean like the pants? Like the cut-off short pants? You know, I say, you weren't asking me, but I say if you feel good in capris, wear those capris. If you don't feel good in them, don't wear them. As far as I remember, they haven't been technically in probably since I last wore them in the early 2000s, but it seems like everything old is new again, so maybe they're having a resurgence. That's a good question. Mom, will you answer this one? What was your favorite memory of New York from when we were here? The trousers. The juice box. Oh, I used to love the Capri Suns as a kid. The Capri Suns were where it was at. Okay, so while we leave time for that and contemplate on that, another great New York artist. Yes. Fun fact, my mom went to every show that we did when I was on Broadway. She went to every show, never missed one show, with the exception of going to see, was it Liza Minnelli at Madison Square Garden? I've still never been to Madison Square Garden, but Mom Durator is very hip, so she's been to MSG. Sometimes I eat MSG if it's in food. But enough about MSG. Another great New York artist is the amazing Carole King. So let's do a little bit of Carole King. There's so many beautiful ballads, but I've done a lot of ballads on this show, so let's do something a little more up. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down, yeah. I feel my heart start trembling whenever you're around. Ooh, baby, when I see you and you tenderly call my name, ah, darling, I can't stand it when you look at me that way. I feel the earth move on my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down. I feel my heart start to trembling whenever you're around. Ooh, baby, when you need me and you tenderly call my name, I know that my emotions are something I just can't tame. I just got to have you, baby. Yeah. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down, tumbling down. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down. Yeah. I just lose control down to my very soul. I get a hot and cold all over, all over, all over, all over. I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down, and I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. If you are looking for a gift for the special singer in your life, not me because I have a ton of them, but if you're looking for a gift for some other singer you know and you don't know what to get them, might I recommend the one and only, let me make sure I hold this up, Ginger Honey Crystals by a company called Prince of Peace. They are amazing. They're gluten-free, they're caffeine-free, they have a lot of sugar. But they are so great, and a lot of singers I know swear by them. They feel so good on the voice, especially after a lot of use, or perhaps it's dry, you're spending a lot of time outside. Ginger Honey Crystals instant beverage, you add this to some hot water, and it will make your life infinitely better. You know, if your life is kind of feeling like a 5 right now, take this, your life's a 9. Poof. If your life is in the negatives, it's coming into the positives. So I always buy massive things of these. You can buy these huge packages on Amazon, and they're really great. So definitely recommend. Or maybe if you're not a singer, but maybe you're suffering from allergies, or you just kind of want something to soothe your voice, maybe more in the cold months, this stuff is really good. But I think it has about 20-30% of your daily sugar, so don't go slamming these. Definitely keep it balanced. Oh, Bajay, happy birthday to your mom. Wow, 88th birthday celebration. That is incredible. Sending lots of love to your mom. Oh, Tom, thank you very much. I will use that to get a coffee today, I think. Thank you. Ooh, Taco Bell. That too. I just saw that. You know what? With that, I could get a couple bean burritos and a coffee. Thinking I might put some bean burritos in my freezer. This might be the move. Put bean burritos in the freezer so that when the time comes and I'm craving them, poof, there they are. I did this during the height of COVID when everyone was, you know, there were all of those supply chain issues and everyone was afraid that we were going to run out of gas and food and toilet paper. We did run out of toilet paper. But I went to Taco Bell and got a bunch of burritos and put them in my freezer. But the problem is, I ended up eating them 2 days later. I can't keep large quantities of Taco Bell in the house because I just eat it. It is better than Capri Sun. The allergies are going all right, you know? I mean, no dairy, but aside from that, I'm feeling really well. Definitely. Oh, yeah. Come on, everybody. Come on, people now. Go get burritos, everybody. Come together. Try to eat some burritos right now. Ah, yes. So, we have time for one more New York song. I'm trying to think. There's so many. What? Goodness, what to do? This is tough. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. I'm thinking. Also with the help of Google. There's so many great artists that came from here. But what to sing? Oh, this is difficult. Well, we know that the Notorious B.I.G. was from here and Jay-Z, but you know, like every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings. More like every time a Sarah tries to rap, an angel just kind of sits in the corner and sighs. How about Billy Joel? I think Billy Joel definitely. Speaking of MSG, he's got that residency. I don't know if that's still going, but I would love to see that someday. I'll have to look into that. So, yeah, how about, see if I can remember these words. Some folks like to get away, take a holiday from the neighborhood, hop a flight to Miami Beach or to Hollywood. Hey, but I'm taking a Greyhound on the Hudson River line, 'cause I'm in a New York state of mind. No way, Phil, that's amazing. I've seen all the movie stars with their fancy cars and the limousines. Hang on, I gotta look up the words. I got that far. Where was I? Been high in the Rockies, under the evergreens. Ooh, but I know what I'm needing. I don't want to waste more time. I'm in a New York state of mind. It was so easy living day by day, out of touch with the rhythm and the blues. But now I need a little give and take. The New York Times, the Daily News comes down to reality, and it's fine with me, 'cause I let it slide. Don't care if it's Chinatown or around Riverside. Yeah, I don't have any reasons. I left them all behind, 'cause I'm in a New York state of mind. So there you go. Woo! Thank you, everybody, for joining me for our first weekly Wacky Wednesday old timer talk show. Don't worry, we'll get it together for the next one, you see? But it was so awesome to get to be here and to welcome you into the apartment to share some coconut water and some memories. And now it's time for me to go throw on makeup, get the sparkles on, pack a couple things, go over some music, make some phone calls, and do the show. So thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. Oh, I forgot to put my little tip thing on here. Shoot. Well, that's all right. It was whatever. I'm very happy to get to hang, and thank you very much. If anyone does feel like sending some burrito love, I think it's in the description. What is it? I think. Well, it's all in the description. If you want to find it, you will. But thank you for hanging out. I will see you next Wednesday at the same time, noon. I think it's going to be noon. Yeah, I think we're going to kind of be sticking to noon now. For Weekly Wacky Wednesday 100. I will see you soon. Drink lots of coconut water. Bye, Roscoe.